Any other questions or comments? You seem to be very happy.
I'll say something. I wasn't going to say anything, but I would have liked to have heard a bit more about what you were trying to say, but you couldn't say very well, about the notion of duality. Is the Advaita Vedanta. I would have thought that Advaita was the prime philosophy of India. You're an Indian, so you should know better than me.
Prime philosophy of India actually, who has so much canvassing, who has so much people to canvass their philosophy. We are thinking in the West that is the prime philosophy. Actually, prime philosophy is gradually going to be hidden position. Do you understand what I'm to say?
Continue.
Prime philosophy is this. We have to establish, in Indian, prime philosophy is this. We have to establish ourselves, our identity, real identity. Our real identity, our Supreme Lord explained, Jive Sharupaya Nitya Krishna Das. Prime philosophy, now Krishna Das means what? Servant of Krishna. Krishna means eternal bliss. All we are searching, what? Eternal bliss. All we are searching how to be eternally blissful. Is this true or not?
Well, continue.
Okay.
I'm wondering what you're going to say.
No. My question, this is the prime philosophy. Eternally we have to be blissful. That blissful, eternal form is God. According to our understanding, or faith, we are praying to God. But prime philosophy we are establishing what is our Vasudev. And the Vasudev, who is energy incarnation of God, who wrote all the authenticated books, which books he wrote, that is have authenticity in India. Other books, there is no authenticity. Like Veda. Veda, he expand. First Veda was only one, Rig Veda. Then he expand, more 3 parts, Sam, Jaju, Atharva. Then he wrote Puranas, 18 type of Puranas. Then he wrote Upanishad. Then he wrote Vedanta, Srimad Bhagavatam. So all those books has some authenticity. So actually the prime philosophy in India, what Vasudev explained.
He's a very doubtful historical figure, wouldn't you think? Vasudev?
Yeah?
Vasudev is a very doubtful historical figure.
He's saying Vasudev is a mythical figure.
I know that.
Yeah.
What he said, I know.
Yeah.
Absolute truth. Whatever he says, all absolute truth. This is established on devotion, bhakti. Mystery of bhakti, unless we are not in bhakti, we can't realize it. You know this, if we, just like what I explained today. Today what I explained, you can say, this is like story. No. What I explained today, what with my spiritual master, this thing happened with me, I was there. What I explained now, just 5 months ago, middle of March, what happened, that is me and that things. I saw the essence of the bhakti. Bhakti, where is Lord? Where is bhakti? There is Lord. And where is Lord? Everything can happen. This is not mythology.
Well, I'm prepared to believe your story.
Not story, don't say the story.
Well,
It's
whatever
fact.
you said, however you want to put it. What about Advaita? You know nothing about Advaita. You don't have any. You don't think that they've got their interesting.
I told you that whatever we have faith, I don't deny anyone. Whatever we have faith, whatever faith of Muslim, everyone doing according to their associations. So according to the influence of association, we have to believe that.
So, I mean, what I really wanted to hear is what you had to say about the data, and that's what I thought this man was bringing out. It looks like we're not going to get into
You know, if I tell you truth, that since I born in this culture, this family, I appeared to that family, my grandfather, my father, my uncle, everybody following this culture, particular Vaishnava culture. So I have not that much depthness about Advaita, but I know, according to that philosophy of Advaita, they are not accepting the God is a person, it's impersonalism. So that bhakti, they are not accepting that.
I think we have another gentleman over there and here, Brent.
You talked about true identity, real identity. Can you elaborate further on that? And you mentioned there's some type of impediment for trying to find that true identity.
Yes. I think I repeatedly explained in these discourses that every steps of our life we are searching how to be eternally blissful.
But within that bliss is identity.
Now this is our goal. Our identity is this: we are servant of eternal bliss. We are trying to be in that bliss. So in that way, we can say we are servant. Our eternal identity is we want to actually is servant of eternal bliss. The eternal bliss, according to our understanding, is what I explained before, that in English language we call bliss, and Sanskrit language we call Krishna. That is why we are always chanting the name of Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Ram and Hare, actually they are different features, but in spirit they are all the same.
Thank you. There's a question here, please, Brent. Oh, I think he's gone. Is there anyone else at the moment? Well, while they're thinking, Your Holiness, may I just say something and maybe you can help a little bit further. The Theosophical motto is there is no religion higher than truth. and we're saying in the society or the Theosophical
Absolute
society,
truth.
yes, that we are we are students or we are searchers of truth. So we are in some ways related to that wonderful mystery of bhakti.
Yes.
Thank you. That's wonderful. I like the way you explained that. Thank you very much. Any other questions or comments, please? Yes. They all seem to be very happy. There was a lady who said once that, or she gave a talk, and the title of the talk was Relative Truth and Absolute Truth. Do you want to say something about this relative truth and absolute truth? Because I think the word truth can mean so much in different ways.
Subjective truth.
Yes.
Huh? Yeah. So, absolute truth is Lord Himself. Because Lord is embodiment of absolute Sattva Sarup. A relative truth is, we can say, different way. Like today or whatever surrounding things happening surrounding us. So all is all according to our karma. This is we can see and we can say this is truth also. According to our activities, things are happening in our life. We should not blame that the Lord is not in my favor. Actually, absolute truth is Lord always in our favor. Even we are in trouble on this earth, in our life, we have to know, in order to rectify ourselves, Lord is putting us in this or pulling us in this situation. Like, I can give an example. Mother and children. If children telling to his mother that, mother, I don't like to go to school. I like to play forever. When I become, not forever, when I become 50-year-old, I would like to go to school, but now I like to play. As a mother, you should not allow that, right? You should push. The mother know what is the future if you go to school now. So, when mother is pushing that baby, that children, her children, that you should go to school. Apparently we can see, but that baby can think that actually this mother is not in my favor. But mother always in the favor of her children. Same way, a Lord, absolute truth, is always in our favor. Whatever relatively happening surrounding us, this is, we may say all are created by Lord, all are coming from Lord. Actually, according to karma. If we touch fire, knowingly or unknowingly, it will burn your hand. You cannot say, oh, I don't know, this is fire can burn my hand. So relative truth coming in such a way. Just for example I am giving you, because I have to always look this time in, as I told by you.
Well, we have kind of small rules and regulations,
Yeah.
so we do have belong to time on this
I know that.
space.
I know that your society is long.
Is any other question or comment, please? Anyone would like to make? Oh, yes, the gentleman over the other side, please. Perhaps this might be the last question, if there's one or burning one. Is there one? Anyone there? No?
I think here is the.
The man in the corner.
Okay. Thank you.
It's not actually a question, but there is a difference between subjective truth and eternal truth. I think the subjective truth can be called, can be distinguished easily by words. Information is better for subjective truth. The word is information, and for the real eternal truth, they can be used the word real word truth, as God is truth and heaven is truth and that is truth. But otherwise, it's just as information, everything else.
Yeah, it's a good
Is there one?
information.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I think there might have been a comment. Thank you. We just bring the microphone to you. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. This is the first time I've ever heard of this particular talk. And I found that to be very difficult to comprehend what you're... Oh, you can't hear me? Okay. I find it, I think it's my ignorance that I can't seem to connect with, I can't seem to connect with you, because there is a lot of information that you were expressing to us from where we are and where we are traveling to, like to eternal bliss. And you have given us a lot of words that triggered off a lot of inspiration in our mind, but myself, I find, how do we connect to those words, for example, absolutely truth or eternal bliss? Because these words are it's a designation towards our goal in the future. But how we connect to that word, I find it very difficult to start. And so my question is, from my search from here to divinity or blissful truth, how do I start initiating into that first step? And there's one thing that I did understand from you, is to start with devotion.
Mm-hmm.
And so could you perhaps tell us about how you initiated in that devotion, and how did you come to?
Common things. Actually, the devotion we can understand, and the realization we can have through association, proper association. So we have to find out through the inspiration of our intuition. Intuition. First we have to establish it. Our desire, our intuition. This is truth. First we have to believe this. As soon as we have faith, we can say this is faith. Faith. So as soon as we establish the faith on God, then we have to pray to God for the proper association, to realize what we want. Then we can, Lord, by the grace of Lord, by the mercy of Lord, we can find out the association. Without association, nothing can happen. You can see, with proper association, a human being can be better than demigods, god and goddesses. An improper association, a human being can be more ferocious than lion, tiger. All based on association. What you want, you can see there is one English verse that birds of same feather flock together. You can see one person, he like to drink, become drunkard. You can see all drunkards are in the one group. So through the association, we can have such realization. We can have such inspiration to practice, and then we can reach the destiny. Is a route. Association, proper association is a route to reach our destiny. Whatever we want, we need association.
I'm sorry, when you mean association, is that our association with our environment, like for example food, or
our association means what our destiny, which practicing, which following such realized soul. With the practice we realize the destiny, such person, association. Like, if you really want to be a proper soccer player,
Yeah.
we should go to the coach.
Oh, okay, yes.
You understand?
Yes, that's what I was trying to.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand now.
Yeah.
We'd just like to give a special thank you to His Holiness for being with us and bearing with us and being so gracious in answering some of those questions that we put to you. Thank you very, very much.